You were out all night?
Yeah.
It was raining last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went in at like 4 something, because there was just a lot going on. Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah.
And it's wet.
Yeah.
And you're out there half naked.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you decide to do that? You have a manager who's kind of telling you to be out there?
Yes. It's just kind of an outlet to make money. Yeah, and then as far as like probably physically being able to do it, I would say I'm sober, and I work on like my deep breathing and stuff, and kind of walk back and forth and stuff.
What are you sober from?
Well, from weed, which, okay, that sounds stupid, but
that's not.
Well, yeah, it was I would just smoke the weed with the tobacco, but it was, I don't know, it just was messing with me bad, so I stopped that. And then I already didn't like drink or anything, and I've never did any like hard drugs, so I don't know, once I was able to get that out of my system, it's just helped me a lot. Like,
how old are you now?
Get through life. I'm 22.
22?
Yeah.
You graduated high school?
No, I dropped out in like 10th grade because there was a lot of stuff going on.
When did you start doing this kind of work?
At 15. Yeah.
What was going on at home that happened?
Okay, at like 14, when I first started high school, I was living with my mom. Had a lot of stuff going on, and I started living with my sister, and then my sister, she had to, I don't know, she was young, she didn't have any kids, and I kind of was a big responsibility for her, so she kind of, I don't know, I ended up away from her, and I started staying with like my friend, and her mom and stuff, and she was like kind of took me in, and then some time went by, and just people were low on resources like food and just whatever was going on. And the way she took me in, my friend's mom, she also took in the cousins and any kid who needed help. It was like a orphanage almost.
That was nice of her.
Yeah, so there was food, everything, whatever, but it was like just short on resources, and I was a teenager, had just started smoking weed, so I just I don't know, I just felt kind of left out with certain stuff. Like, I don't know, I would go to eat, and then there was no more food, not because there wasn't food, but because everybody already ate, and then people went back for seconds before some people got firsts. And then like with the weed thing, which now that I think about it, wasn't that big of a deal, but as a kid, I think it was more just a left out feeling, like people being like, oh, you can't smoke with me and stuff. It was a little stupid shit, but I don't know, aside from all that, I feel like now thinking back, I just started to realize that like not having stuff to drink, little shit, I just feel like it was me kind of understanding like, okay, like you're gonna have to take care of yourself. Like, people are gonna help you, but there's only so much people can do. Like, you're gonna have to take care of yourself. So then I knew this girl who had always worked. We went to middle school together, and we just always kept in touch. And then I had just asked her like, oh, like, how did you get into it? I've always been interested, but I don't know, now I'm in the point where I kind of desperate, like, could you let me know like what you did or whatever? And then she like told me and everything, and then I just got into it. And then like, I think my first date, I made like $300 for like 15 minutes.
Do you remember your first date?
Yeah. It was a car date in like Hillcrest. I'm from San Diego, and I told him it was like an hour, $300, and it was pretty quick. But yeah, I never had that much money in my life, so I was like, oh, this is great.
This year has seen a number of high-profile data breaches, raising serious concerns about personal information security. Dell suffered a breach that exposed 3.9 million customer records. United Health confirmed 100 million of their users had their data stolen. But most alarming of all, just a few months ago, National Public Data announced that they had suffered a major breach, potentially impacting every American. The incident compromised over 2.9 billion records used for background checks, including critical personal information such as full names, addresses, dates of birth, phone numbers, and most importantly, social security numbers. Thankfully, I feel secure because I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of data points, like the dark web and public port records, to alert you about potential identity theft. They also provide up to $5 million in identity theft insurance in case the worst happens. Plus, Aura offers a variety of other features to keep you safe online, including real-time alerts for data breaches, a VPN for secure browsing, data broker opt-out to stop companies from selling your personal information, a password manager to help you create and store strong passwords, and more. I'm not leaving myself and my family vulnerable to data breaches. And if you don't want to either, you can go to aura.com/softwhite-underbelly to try 2 weeks for free. That'll be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal information is exposed. And now back to the video.
But yeah.
Do you have kids?
Yes, I have 2 little babies. I have a son and a daughter.
And where are they?
Right now they're with my mom. I just came to work for a couple days.
Are you based in San Diego?
Yes.
And you just come up to LA just to make money on Fig?
Yeah, because LA is really good. Like, yeah, it's really fast paced. Like, there's cars going through all night, so it's pretty easy to make a good amount of money.
What do you make in a typical day or night?
Okay, like slow, I want to say 500, and like if it's good, you can make over 1,000. So
it's nice to have a girl who's honest.
Yeah. Yeah. But you gotta do the whole shift. You gotta go at like 7 or 8, and then you gotta stay till 6 in the morning to get the full benefit.
Right.
If you stay half the time, you might get half the money, type of thing. But
And you have an agent. You have somebody who's helping you. You give him all your money.
Yeah, but about that, I don't know. I've like, okay, over the whole period of me like doing this since I was 15, I've dealt with like the first guy, it was like 2, almost 3 years, and then the second guy was 2 years, and the other guy, it was only a couple months, and then this guy that I'm with now, probably like 2 weeks. But I don't know, each guy I've learned something, and I've been able to apply it.
Are those relationships good for you? Are they necessary, or are they problematic?
Okay, it's a little bit of both. I feel like well, now the one is pretty okay, but each one has brought me different problems. Like the first one, he was abusive, but we were like teenagers, so it was weird. It was weird, but he was cool. Like to this day, I'll love him, but no, like I don't know. I think fighting and going through all this stuff with the working and everything as a teenager, it really fucked me up. And then the second guy was the one I had my kids with. He wasn't crazy or anything, but he fucked me up in a different way. The guy before the guy I was with now, I would say he was like the most intense like pimp I've been with. I learned a lot with him, but it just wasn't working out. And then the guy now, I want to say he's not crazy, and that's good for me, because I can't deal with crazy. I feel like all the stuff that I've been through, like through the years, just with working and stuff, I don't know. I just can't take any more like traumatic relationships with men. I think too probably because I work with a lot of men, and I've like the bruises you mentioned. When I was 16, I was like, he was my regular. I was seeing him all the time. He was getting me gifts. He was paying to see me and paying for my nails, taking me shopping, just doing everything for me. And I feel like he kind of got over into me, like he was into me too much, and I took it lightly because I figured he was just another guy. And then like one time he picks me up for an overnight, and then he starts being weird with the money, and I don't know, I told him to take me home, and he started acting like really weird and just aggressive, and he starts threatening me and stuff, and I'm like, could you just let me out the car and I'll just Uber home? And then he starts threatening me and calling me bitches and all type of stuff. So like, he gets on the freeway, he doesn't stop the car when I tell him to stop and let me out. So and I get scared because of stuff he's saying. So I had to like open the car while we were driving and like roll out so that I could get away from him, because I figured he was gonna like rape me or kill me, or I don't know, you never know, you know. So I did that, and then I got out of the car. Luckily I was alive. It was super late, and nobody was on the freeway. But yeah, I get up and I call like my brother to help me. The guy I was with at the time, he was in jail. And the guy, he turns around and he tries to hit me with his car. So luckily he didn't, and then he just drove off or whatever. But yeah, that was probably the craziest experience I've had. But I've had crazy experiences just with men. So like when I have a intimate relationship with a guy or a business relationship with a guy, as soon as he starts doing stuff that's just any type of trauma or stress or trigger moments, it makes it hard for me to be with him, because like it just takes me to a bad place just from, you know what I'm trying to say.
Were there things that happened in your childhood that
well, I feel like most of that stuff I probably forgot it if it was anything too bad. But I think really the worst thing I would say was seeing my mom get beat on by her stepdad. That was probably the hardest thing, because we didn't understand what was going on. And now that I'm an adult, I still don't understand the shit. But yeah, I think that was probably the hardest thing for me. So yeah, I think any sign of that in a guy, it just throws me off. Especially because I'm not like that. Like, I'm very passive. I'm very sweet and calm. And like, I'm not weird with the money or nothing. Like, I don't know. So if a guy is abusive, like, it doesn't work for me. And like the guy I'm with now, he's cool. He's not like that. But I don't know. You just gotta be careful, because like I said, the first guy I was with, even though like he was the same age as me, so we kind of learned a lot of stuff together, but he was abusive. So it's like that stuff that your body goes through and it sticks with you, you know. So I just,
the tattoo on your brow, is that one of your men?
Yeah, I learned my lesson. This was the first one.
What's that one say?
Crazy. This is the baby daddy.
What's his name? You don't want to say?
Yeah. But what was that? I have one over here. You can't see it. It's it says Elysian. It's like supposed to be like beautiful, like something. It's like a Greek word or something. And I just wanted a face tat because I don't know, it's face tat era. And I got it in 2021. And then once I got that, I brought it up to him that I had got it. He's like, oh, you're gonna get my name next. And I was like, you're crazy. And then,
did he make you get it?
We're not gonna say that, but we're not gonna say that he didn't, because okay, I had told him that I would get it. He was in jail too. He gets out of jail. Well, when I first got this other one, he was in jail. I told him about it, and then he gets out and we're together or whatever, and he brings it up again, and I don't know, I'm just a sucker. I just be melting. So he's like, oh, just get it. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, just talking when I should have said no. And then he books the appointment with the tattoo artist. He's like, oh, okay, well, tomorrow we're going to the tattoo artist. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then we go. And then I get it, and then it's there, and I'm like, But I literally have an appointment next month to start getting it removed, because I don't want it anymore. But I got it when I was I 18? I was 18. So I think I was just trying to, I don't know.
Is it intimidation, or is it brainwashing, or what gets you to do things like that, or to give a guy all your money or whatever? Because you guys are working hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think sorry, I'm so nervous, I'm shaking. What is it? I think it's just the way you're taught. Like, it's kind of against the code to, like, not have that relationship with the man if this is the way you're working. Like, it's just, I don't know if you want to say brainwashing, but
if you're brainwashed, you're not going to say you're brainwashed, because you're brainwashed.
Yeah. I think it's just like some of the rules, like the unwritten rules that everybody in, like, the lifestyle goes by. Like, you're supposed to have a guy, and he's supposed to do these things for you, and you're supposed to do these things for him, and it's supposed to be a mutual benefit, and everybody's happy. And that's just what it is. Like, you're not supposed to question it, and you do it like that. And the part about that is, I want to say it's a 50-50 thing, because there is the option that you do everything and he does everything and everything's lovely and it's just good. Then there's also the part of it where you do everything you're supposed to do and you keep doing everything you're supposed to do, and he's not fulfilling his end of the bargain, and you're not getting anywhere. And
what is his end of the bargain? What is he supposed to deliver?
Well, okay, like the game talk of it is like he's supposed to elevate you. He's supposed to teach you more things than you know. You're supposed to be making more money because of him. You're supposed to be just everything that you were doing before him is not supposed to still be going on. It's supposed to change completely. He's supposed to put you in a very nice place, and you have a nice car, and upgrade your wardrobe. If you want something with your body, he's supposed to help you with that. He's supposed to be there for you mentally. He's supposed to be there for you physically. He's supposed to care for you. Just basically everything. He's supposed to do everything, because I'm giving you everything. I'm working. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So it's supposed to be like a mutual benefit thing where we're both going upwards. You're supposed to be going upwards, because I'm sure you've seen, like, people who probably started young and then they're like 40 or something and they just look crazy. Like, that's not supposed to happen.
Drugs are usually a part of that story.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a positive thing. Like, say you meet the guy at this part of your timeline, from there on it's supposed to go up. There's not supposed to be any backtracking. There's not supposed to be any nothing regular. It's supposed to be a whole nother life, and it's supposed to keep going up, and then
Are you
almost like a fairy tale, I guess.
Do you have a bank account?
Yes, have 2.
Good
But
for you.
the only thing about that is with the pimp, you're kind of on an allowance, which is stupid, but it is what it is. You have to ask for your money, his money. You have to ask for the money, and you have to have a reason what you need the money for, and that's how you get the money, if it's a good reason. If it's bullshit, like, I just want to go shopping and blow $200. What do you want to buy? Why do you want to buy it? Do you need it today? Can it wait a couple days?
After you just worked all night in the cold, in the rain.
Yeah.
Doing things that most women would never do.
Yeah, it's true. It's just, I don't know, it's just how it goes. Like,
I've seen so many of these stories, and you can do the math easily.
Yeah.
If you can make $1,000 a night or more, and you're not going to give it away, $30,000 a month is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's just, I don't know. It's not how it works.
Tell me about your childhood growing up. You grew up in San Diego?
I lived there like my whole life. Well, most of it.
You had mom and dad?
Mom. And let me really think. Okay, because a lot of my childhood I don't remember. But from what I can remember, it was getting bad. But let me say it like this. Okay, so everything was good. We had like a nice place or whatever. I liked my school. Me and my brothers, everything was good. And then like my mom got sick because the guy she was with, he was beating on her. And she got like a brain tumor from all the beatings, like a concussion almost, stuff like that. So she was having brain issues and she had to get a surgery. And before this, like, she might have dropped us off with a babysitter or, whatever. But she was our main caretaker. So once she got sick, she couldn't really take care of us anymore. And we had to go to different places. And we started with one person, all of us. And then the person was like, oh, I can't have all of them. So then we started to separate. And then it just was getting bad from there. Like, we were separated. And the people who were taking care of us, they weren't taking care of us how our mom did. Like, I don't know if it's because they were, like, we weren't their kids or what it was. It was family members and stuff like that. But now that I think about it, they probably did the best they could. But they were not doing it right. Like, they were not treating us how our mom treated us. They were very distant and cold. Like, our mom, like, I slept with my mom till I was like 9 in the bed. Like, the people we were living with and stuff, they would sleep us in our own room. It was just a lot of, I don't know, I feel like a weird distance that was there and that was created. And then from there, it only kept growing because when she got sick, she had to rehabilitate from that and whatever brain issues and mental issues that came with that. It kind of came down on us because we didn't have our mom anymore. And then before we knew it, we actually physically didn't have her. And then it was just a lot for her to get us back. And then when she did get us back, it was kind of too late because she had been gone. So it was a lot. And then, like, in the midst from what I just told you to me start working, in between all that, that was probably like 4 years. So I feel like once my mom kind of got out of my life, that's where I just felt like, I don't know, I felt kind of lost. Like, I don't know, maybe abandoned, like abandonment issues. But it wasn't her fault. But I don't know. It's like the one person you have to be there for you, they just gone. And you just like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, you were all I had. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that's the main thing I can remember from my childhood. Aside from that, just playing with my brothers and stuff. I have 5 siblings. I'm the baby. I have 3 brothers, 2 sisters. And the way it is, my older sister, and then my older brother, and then middle sister, and then they're like 30s, late 20s. And then she had her next set of kids, my oldest brother, my middle brother, and then me. So it just, yeah.
Did you ever have your dad in your life?
Okay, a little bit. Like, I guess he was around when I was like 3 or something, but I don't remember that. He was in and out of jail. And then when I was older, like 12, 13, he was around for a little bit, but I never really could connect with him. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Okay, like sometimes, I don't know, I was having disciplinary issues, but I feel like that's just every kid as they get older, you know, the hormones, whatever. So he would be the person to discipline me, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, who are you? Like, to be trying to do this? Like, I don't. Yeah, but, so anytime he would try to discipline me or something, it would push a further, like, resentment with me, with him, because I'm like, first of all, you're never here. I don't know you like that. And the first thing you do is, like, put your hands on me to discipline me. But I don't need discipline. Like, I need, like, a relationship with you. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it made it kind of hard for me, too, with him. But I have love for him. Like, to this day, he loves my kids and stuff. And he's still strict. Like, he'll yell at me. But, I don't know. I love him. The relationship's not there. Like, the relationship I have with my mom is nothing compared to the one I have with my dad. But, I mean, I hope one day, like...
Your relationship with your mom is good?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
So tell me about the work you do.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about your clients.
Tell you what about them.
They're, like, on Fig, they're mostly Mexican?
Yes. That's funny. Oh yeah, they're mostly Mexican. Yeah, mostly Mexican. It's usually an in and out thing. Like, some of them are super cool. Like, I'll do the date or whatever, and then I'll have them take me to the store and stuff, and I'll get like a snack or a Red Bull or something. And then they take me back to work so that I don't have to pay for the Uber. The Uber is like $30. And yeah, most of them be like, oh, I'm going to see you again. Some of them never see you again. Some of them actually see you again and take your number and stuff. But
A lot of these guys are married, do you think?
oh, yes. Yes. I was talking to a guy. I didn't see him because he was wasting my time. He didn't want to give me the money. But I was talking to him, and like, he had the band, like the wedding band on. Like, I mean, I don't care, but you could have took it off at least. Like, I don't know. This is really bad. Like, for his wife.
Do you still believe in love after doing this kind of work?
I love my kids.
That's kind of different, though.
You know what? Somebody told me that before. I don't want to... Okay, now as a woman with responsibilities and bills, my love... This sounds so bad. My love costs. I feel like at this point in my life. Like, initially, let's say before my kids, I was in a point where even though I was doing this, I still believed in love and stuff. But now in this economy and the shit I've seen and the people I've experienced, I feel like the only smart thing to do, not to necessarily date for money, but like if you're my boyfriend or like my man, like say I wasn't working or whatever and I had like a man, you have to provide in some type of way. Like, I don't know, like, you gotta pay some bills. You gotta step up. I need to see your paycheck. I need a cut of your paycheck. And I can love you, but conditionally. Yeah, I just love my kids. Like, I think the only unconditional love I have at this point is my kids.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, with the man, like, if a guy wanted to marry me, it would be a agreement, a financial agreement, like, type sense. In a way.
I understand.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets in your life?
No. I want to say I regretted the stupid ass fucking guys I've been with, like the last 3 before this guy. Like, if I could, no, I would just take it all away. But then I can't really say that, because if I didn't have my kids, like, I don't know, I wouldn't even be like the woman I am, like mentally and emotionally, like the strength that I have. I wouldn't be this person. And if I cut out the guys, I don't have the kids. So yeah, no, I don't regret anything. What I do wish is like who I am now. I wish I could have talked to me as a child and like helped her, like, I don't know, maybe just explain things to her and be like, okay, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like I would have been a good mom to my younger self. But
Do you think prostitution should be legalized?
Do I think it should be legalized? Honestly, I think so, because like, it's been around too long to still be, what's the word? Like, how it's shunned and people are so, like, against it. I think it's not like it started last week. Like, this has been around for a long time. I think it should have, I think they should just let people do what they want to do. Like, if it's not affecting nobody, I don't see what's the problem. Like, 9 times out of 10, what a girl's doing with her body is not affecting you. It's affecting her. It's affecting her bills or whatever she's doing with her money. Like,
Do you have plans or goals of anything you'd like to do?
yes, I'm trying to go into nursing school, but I gotta, since I didn't graduate high school, I have to go and get my GED. And then once I get my GED high school equivalent, I can go into medical assisting. It's only a 9-month program. And then from there, I guess you can take more classes to, you know, get higher in the industry, get a better paycheck. Mm-hmm. So that's my little side mission that I'm trying to.
And what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
You know what? You gotta take care of yourself. Like, no matter what. Like, your mental health, your physical, your emotional. No matter if you have a good man beside you or 100 friends or a strong family support, no matter what, you have to take care of yourself, because you ultimately matter the most. And for you to be whole, it's inside out. So take care of yourself and you'll be okay. Yeah.
All right, darling. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
Stay warm out there.
I'm gonna try.
Welcome to the infamous Fig, where the night comes alive in ways you ain't never seen before. This ain't just any street. Nah. This right here is a playground for the bold, the hustlers, the pimps, and the slickest con artists in the game. Women out here barely covered, turning heads with every step. They know the hustle. They know it well. There's no other place in the world like it. The best of the best work these streets, making moves when the sun goes down, when the real money starts flowing. What exchanges hands between a woman and her clients on Fig, well, it's more than most can ever dream of. Tonight we're taking you deep into the life of a 304, showing you the world through the eyes of those who live and breathe this hustle. Buckle the fuck up and let us take you on a journey you won't never forget. Welcome to Fig.